Susie the Mermaid and the Great Secrets of the Ancient Ocean. The story of the wise turtle Tara. One calm morning, the ocean was especially peaceful. Sunlight streamed through the water, dancing softly across the coral reefs. Small fish swam between colorful corals, and seahorses gently held onto seaweed with their tiny curled tails. Susie the Mermaid was sitting on a warm rock near an old coral reef. Next to her floated her best friend, Bob the Purple Octopus. "Bob," Susie said thoughtfully, "what do you think the ocean looked like a very, very long time ago?" Bob thought for a moment. "Maybe fish as big as ships were swimming everywhere." Susie laughed. "We should ask someone who really knows." Just then a large sea turtle slowly swam past them. Her shell was old and covered with tiny shells, and she moved slowly and gracefully, as if she carried thousands of stories. "Greetings, little explorers," the turtle said kindly. "Hello," Susie replied. "What is your name?" "My name is Tara." Bob floated closer. "Miss Tara, do you know what the ancient ocean was like?" The turtle smiled. "I know many stories of the ocean." "Please tell us," Susie said excitedly. And so they began swimming together along the coral reef. Coral cities. "Look at this reef," Tara said. "It looks like rock," Bob said. "But it is actually alive," Tara explained. "Each coral is a tiny animal called a coral polyp." Susie looked surprised. "So the whole reef is alive?" "Yes," Tara nodded. "And it grows very slowly, sometimes only a few millimeters each year." Bob stared at the enormous reef. "Then this reef could be thousands of years old." Tara nodded again. "That is true. The deepest place on earth." They swam farther, and the water slowly grew darker. "There is a place in the ocean so deep that sunlight can barely reach it," Tara said. "Where is it?" Susie asked. "The Mariana Trench. It is almost 11 kilometers deep." Bob stopped swimming. "That's deeper than Mount Everest is tall." "That's right," Tara said. The giant of the ocean. "But the ocean is not only deep," Tara continued. "It is also home to the largest animal on earth." "A shark?" Bob guessed. "No, the blue whale. It can grow up to 30 meters long, and it is bigger than many dinosaurs." Susie whispered softly, "That's incredible." Bob proudly stretched his tentacles. "What about octopuses?" Tara chuckled. "Octopuses are some of the smartest creatures in the ocean. They can open jars, solve puzzles, and even change the color of their skin to hide." Susie looked at Bob. Bob suddenly turned a little striped. "I'm practicing," he said. "There are also creatures in the ocean that almost nobody has ever seen," Tara continued. "Giant squid. They can grow up to 13 meters long, and their eyes are the largest of any animal on earth. One eye can be the size of a soccer ball." Bob whispered, "I'm glad they live very deep in the ocean." "But the ocean creates even greater wonders," Tara said. "At the bottom of the sea there are thousands of volcanoes. When they erupt, lava forms new underwater mountains and islands. That is how islands like Hawaii were created." Susie looked toward the horizon. "So the ocean can build islands?" "Yes," Tara replied. "There are also strange places deep in the ocean," Tara said. "They are called hydrothermal vents. From them comes extremely hot water, sometimes over 300 degrees Celsius. It looks like dark smoke rising from the seafloor. And around these vents live creatures that can survive without sunlight at all." Susie whispered, "That sounds like another world." When they finally returned to the coral reef, the sun was slowly setting. Tara said quietly, "There is one more secret. Humans have explored only about 20% of the ocean." Bob's eyes grew wide. "You mean most of the ocean has never been seen?" "That is true," Tara said. Susie smiled. "Then there are still many adventures waiting for us." Tara nodded. "The most important thing is to protect the ocean." Susie and Bob both nodded seriously. "We will become ocean explorers," Bob said. "And its friends," Susie added. The wise turtle Tara slowly swam into the deep blue water. Susie watched the bubbles rising to the surface and thought, the ocean is ancient, vast, and full of wonders, and one day she would discover many more of its secrets. The end. Dear friends, if you liked my fairy tale about Susie Mermaid, please give me your precious like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.